And we are live here at Laguna Seca, or rather WeatherTech Raceway, Laguna Seca, where tonight's stars of the Road and Plate Summer Series take the penultimate race of this season, if you will. It is the last road course on the schedule. Last time we'll see the Formula 4 cars, as next week it is back to an oval, back to the street stocks, and I'm kind of sad the season is already over. It's been a short season for sure. We knew that already going into it, but it's come and gone pretty quickly. I'm Joshua Capital. I'm going to be solo tonight, so try not to be too boring, but should be a really good one. We got 14 drivers here tonight so far, with just 2 minutes left in qualifying. But I want to go ahead and look at the schedule real quick. I was talking about the schedule just a minute ago. What started out at the Charlotte Oval, and what a fantastic show we had there. Then on to Concord, Okayama, Langley last week, Laguna Seca tonight, and Southern National next week to finish out the season. It's been really fun, and and it's not going to be long, and these guys are going to start right back up for their next season of the Road Plate Palmer Golf series, back to what we've been used to. It's kind of a different for fun series, but it's been a lot of fun for sure doing this one. Want to give a big shout out to Olivia for helping out all season long. But also stepping up last week as I was busy, had other plans going on, and she stepped in and really helped out. So thanks to Olivia for that. Not available tonight to help with color comms, but that's all right. So yeah, qualifying, it is wrapping up. Just 31 seconds left. It is... Get rid of that. It is Michael McCoy who is top of the board right now over Aaron Smith, and it's not that big of a distance between McCoy and Smith. Then it's almost 5/10 between McCoy and Moore. And before I get any further, I just want to also say that, last week, going back to Langley, Devin Jack, of course, he was the winner of that race. James Moore coming in second, and Aaron Smith rounding out the podium. So, that does it for qualifying. This field is now going to get on the grid. Let's go take a look at our starting lineup. And it is Michael McCoy over Aaron Smith, first and second. Third place goes to James Moore. Samuel Stoner will start in fourth. Fifth, it is Matt Slosher, with Dustin Bally starting sixth. Devin Jack starts seventh. Aaron Bray will start eighth. Ninth place, Jay Bast. Chuck Labano starts 10th. Tom Wendt will start 11th. Laura Wiseman in 12th. 13th, it's Christopher Logan. Jake McKee in 14th. That is your 14-car starting grid here from Laguna Seca. So, the difference here between the road courses and the ovals is here on the road courses, at least for the summer series, that is, it is a standing start. So if you're unfamiliar with what a standing start is, It is where, you know, they won't have a pace lap. They'll start just kind of how they're lined up right now, as we see the cars scattered on the grid like that. There'll be some more cars filling in, hopefully. Dustin Bally, Devin Jack still not on the grid. It's kind of the empty space that you see. Anyway, once the grid is set, the timer is going to start to count them down to go green. They'll get the green flag, and we're green. It's not a rolling start. Something different. And so far, it's been pretty fun to watch these standing starts. So this track, iRacing is telling me it is 2.22 miles in length. Wikipedia is telling me it's 2.238 miles in length. It's Wikipedia. Take it how you will. But it's over 2.2 miles long. We know that, at least. It's got the famous corkscrew. We're going to see these drivers go through. I'm really looking forward to seeing how this race will go. I really like this track. Never been good driving it, but it's been pretty fun to try to turn some laps and watch racing it. The timer is hit 0 for gridding. These guys are getting ready, and we are waiting for the green to be displayed. It's out. We're rolling here at Laguna Seca. And how about Aaron Smith? Powering by on that outside line from second place. He's going to get the lead from Michael McCoy. Just like that. Samuel Stoner in 4th place. And we're almost 3 wide. And Stoner's going to lock it up. He's going to go off the track. He's going to lose a ton of positions. I believe the first one in line was Dustin Bally. But Stoner goes from 4th to 13th. Drivers are approaching the corkscrew, and Moore gets off track in the corkscrew. Kicking up some dirt just ahead of the Dustin Bally, who we're watching on screen. James Moore, he won at Charlotte Roval. Put on a fantastic show in that one. Still holding on to 3rd place. Matt Slosher, Chuck Labano just behind Devin Jack. They're grouped up. Slosher had a big performance at Okayama. Taking the win there. A couple of cars off the grass behind that, I believe, was Chuck Labano. Jay Bast side by side with Aaron Bray. Bast gets ahead. Aaron Smith, though, he has pulled a 1.7 second gap already. Somebody's around in the back. It's Aaron Bray off the final corner. See if we can see what happened in JCTV replay. Just locked it up. Went around. Nobody else involved. Something just happened to another driver. Jake Mackey? What in the world? Did one of those cones do something to him? Just kind of... I don't know. I'm lost on that one. But side-by-side battle. Dustin Bally. Matt Slosher. Bally still ahead in 4th position. This track, it is just such a hard track to get the rhythm down, and not really any long straightaways except for the main front straightaway. These drivers are approaching that corkscrew. Watching this battle for 4th place between Slosher and Bally. Bally, of course, he's got his sights set just ahead on James Moore. Moore is doing a great job. A little ways up the road. Dustin Bally is trying to hold off Slosher. He's got the outside. See if he can power through. Just like Smith was able to. He's not. Once again taking a peek to the outside. This time driver's left. Slosher's there. He is faster than Bally, I think. Just Bally is doing a great job being in the right place at the right time. Which is really hurting Slosher's chances. There's the right place, right time. As Bally is off in the grass. Still mowing the lawn. He gets back on the track right behind Slosher. So these two still going to battle, but I think it's going to be different. That 400 machine having the advantage this time with the position. Bally, though, he is keeping pace. Let's take a ride on board with Bally. Say, come to the start-finish line. We'll ride a lap with Dustin Bally here. See, Slosher got off into the grass. That was not a full lap, but going into that corkscrew, I've talked about it a couple times. It is just so tough to execute the corkscrew here at Laguna Seca. And that allowed Dustin Bally to get 4th place back. See Aaron Smith is pulled out to almost a 3-second lead on Michael McCoy. Michael McCoy actually just a little bit faster than Smith that last time by, but by a 10th. And with 6 minutes 20 seconds left in the race and about 5 laps to go, that's not going to be enough. Aaron Smith has done an incredible job at this up to this point in the race, leading every single lap so far. And I thought Michael McCoy might be able to give Smith a run for his money. He's faster than Smith in qualifying, but you know, remember, this is just a sprint race. We still have the feature to go, and the top 10 get inverted. And these two, I assume they're going to continue to battle no matter what, as Slosher has gotten back around Bally. This time through the corkscrew, Slosher hits his marks. Bally not where he wants to be to stay in tow of Matt Slosher. Actually, Slosher is, I think, starting to close in on James Moore. In fact, yes, fastest car on track was Matt Slosher. Just under 5 minutes to go. Chuck Labano trying to close in on Jay Bass. That'd be for 8th position. But speaking of closing in, Matt Slosher has really closed in on James Moore. I mean, he is there. He's knocking on the door. James Moore is got to be thinking, how in the world did he catch me? Or it started to put a pretty decent gap, and somebody's around behind them. That is... who was that? Yeah, it was Steven Jack. Last week's winner. Just lost it. It's back to live timing in this battle for 3rd position. James Moore still holding on. Can you hold on for just a few more minutes? He's doing a great job. But again, I mean, is he going to start to feel pressure? He's not really had to hold off anybody up to this point. And he is doing a great job, just tucking low, defending low, and Slosher going to try to go around the outside. Not going to work. Slosher searching for an opening, but Moore is holding on. Dustin Bally wanting to see these guys race, see if he can get up into the picture. Right now, Slasher staying patient, not close enough to make another move on Moore just yet. They're approaching that hard to drive corkscrew, which Moore's going to lock up. Moore locked up his tires big time. Slasher now putting the pressure all over James Moore once again. Peeks to driver's left. Moore covers. Taking a peek now to the outside. Driver's right here through the final corner, turn 11. And now it's going to be on the front straightaway. The white flag is waving. Aaron Smith has a comfortable gap. We're still focused on this battle here. Slasher trying to go around the outside once again. Moore just doing a great job covering. Now Slasher has the... Well, I thought he did, but still, once again, Moore able to hold him off. Bally off in the grass behind. Can Moore hold off Slasher? So far, he is doing so. Slasher is there. Jay Bastoff in the grass. Checkered flag is waving for Aaron Smith. As he's crossed the line, he's going to win the race. For, well, the sprint race at least. And the battle for third is won by James Moore. What a battle between those two. But it's the Banana Man, as Jeff Canfield likes to say. Aaron Smith taking the win in the sprint race. John, if you're watching, we hope you're doing well. If you're wondering where he's been, he's just taking a break for the summer series. He'll be back regularly once the next season of the Road Plate Palmer Golf series starts back up. So just enjoying a break, spend time with family. But let's go ahead and hear from our sprint race winner, Aaron Smith. Hey Aaron, it was a pretty uneventful race, it looked like, for you. Got a pretty big lead there at the end, but I want to talk about that start. Started second, and you just powered through on the outside. How'd you get it done?
Yeah, I had the bite point set just right and timed it well in the start. I'm not sure what the reaction times were there, but I feel like McCoy and I were right about at the same point. I just had that clutch input just a little better there at the launch, and that was all it took. He was quick. Like I didn't think I was going to be able to pull away from him like that, but I just got an upgrade for my VR headset. I can finally see the corners before I get to them now, so I think that might have been part of it. But I'm looking forward to seeing how this race goes once the invert plays into it.
Yeah, I want to ask you about that. You know, we've seen you win a ton of races and be sent to 10th place as a result of that invert, as is the case tonight. This track is a tricky track. It is a smaller field, but regardless, you still have 9 drivers in front of you. So what are you looking forward to here to work your way through the traffic and get back up to the front?
Yeah, I've got one good start. I just need another one. Let's see how many cars I can pick off before turn 1, and just try to take it easy. Like, it's a 35-minute long race, so there's no reason to go dive bombing anybody or like playing any games like that. So I'll just hope everything falls in my favor, and hopefully I'll be back up here again here in about 40 minutes' time.
All right. Sponsor shout-outs. Who gets it done for the Banana Man?
Well, I'd like to thank the folks at the Road and Plate for having me here for this summer series. I'm not running the whole season, of course, but I like to sit in with these new cars. And I'd like to thank all the folks at PT Autosport as well for their support, and you for broadcasting, and all the folks for watching. Looking forward to getting back at it here in a few minutes.
All right. Congrats on the sprint win, and good luck to you in the feature.
All right, thank you.
And that was Aaron Smith, the winner of the sprint race here at WeatherTech Raceway, Laguna Seca. And we have our sights set on the feature event, which you heard it. It's going to be 35 minutes long. Pit stop will be in play. And I expect pretty much what we just saw. A lot of good racing. And I'm very curious to see how Smith is going to work his way through the field. The warm-up is over. These guys are getting ready to grid for a second time, this time for the feature. And we're going to take you through the starting lineup for this feature event. It is going to be Aaron Bray on the pole with Tom Wendt in second. Devin Jack will start third. Chuck Labano fourth. Samuel Stoner fifth. Dustin Bawley sixth. Matt Slosher seventh. James Moore eighth. Michael McCoy ninth. And Aaron Smith in 10th. The top 10 inverted, of course. 11th, Christopher Logan. Laura Wiseman will start 12th. Jay Bass 13th. And Jake Mackey in 14th position. They start where they finished at in the sprint race. Still a minute left for drivers to get on the grid, which has just been increased. So now over a minute for drivers still to get on the grid. And then they will get the countdown for the green flag. Once again, a standing start here, as is standard for all the races with the Formula 4 cars here in the Road and Plate Summer Series. Once again, take a look at the schedule, and it is Southern National, the final race of the season. This little summer series, 6-race season. Southern National should be a fun one. And looking forward to what these guys can do there with the street stocks. "35 minutes here for the feature." Drivers will have to make a pit stop for fuel. Air temp 67 degrees. Track temp is 77 degrees. In sim, it is May 15th at 5:11 p.m. local time, which would be Pacific, California. The timer is expired. Drivers are on the grid. These guys are about to go green. And Barney the Flagman is waving it. We are green here at Laguna Seca. Aaron Bray, Tom Wendt side by side for the race lead. Let's see if Tom Wendt can. Tom Wendt can do the same thing that Aaron Smith was able to do, and he was not. Something happened with Chuck Labano, though. Right on the start. And he spun out. Oh, he got help. That's what the blimp camera saw. Go back to live timing here. Oh, they are 3 wide. Dustin Bally, James Moore, Samuel Stoner. James Moore locks up. So does Bally. There's going to be contact between the two. Stoner goes through the grass, try to avoid him. Somehow, they all keep it straight. And I don't know how. However, Matt Slosher is there and saying thank you very much. As he was trying to gain some positions. Aaron Smith coming in pit road. Did something happen with Smith? Did he get a penalty? I cannot imagine that this is for fuel that'll get him to the end of the race. I cannot imagine that's the case. A 4.2 second stop, though, for Aaron Smith. We're going to have to see. We could find out what happened later on, but the battle for the race lead is on. 3 cars under a blanket. It's Bray, Went, and Jack. I am absolutely befuddled right now. Steven Jack is searching, seeing if he can get around Tom Went. But now, this 3-car breakaway has brought in everybody else. Now the cavalry is here. Dustin Bally looking to go around Devin Jack. And James Moore does the same. It is everybody all lined up. And then way, way far away is Aaron Smith. Samuel Stoner in pit road. And he's already out of his box. I cannot imagine that's 2 penalties. I'm so confused. Anyway, if in fact, well, you know, before we get there, Dustin Bally, oh my goodness, big time lockup. He's in the grass. There was a little bit of contact. He's going to lose a bunch of positions here. So he is now behind Devin Jack. Was 3rd place, falling down to 6th, but still battling with Jack. Jack now coming into pit road. I think they can make it from here. Moore is also in pit road. Anyway, what I was going to say is this is smart. Out of Aaron Smith, if this is the case, if my assumptions here are correct, to get clean track position and be able to just set fast laps. Because once everybody else pits, he's going to be able to jump them easily. Stoner not too far behind. He's going to have Moore right in front. Devin Jack just behind. I don't know what the strategy is right now, but I can only imagine that drivers can make it from here. Zarin Bray locks up. Matt Slosher, he's gained 4 positions since, well, last lap. In second place right now, battling Aaron Bray for the race lead. And when do these guys pit? Are they going the long game? Two more pitters, McCoy and Labano. Is here we go. Pass for the race lead. Slosher underneath Bray. Heading into turn 1. Bray goes wide. Slosher, new race leader. Aaron Smith in 11th. Make that 10th position. He is all over James Moore. And I think this is the lead right here. Once everybody does make their pit stop to get fuel. Samuel Stoner goes off into the grass. How about Dustin Bally, who's 3rd place? I think closing in on Aaron Bray. And that would be for 2nd position. James Moore and Aaron Smith, they're closing in on the 84. Laura Wiseman. Wiseman's going to go extremely wide. That allows Moore and Smith to get on past Laura Wiseman, who's going to go in the grass behind. So did Devin Jack. Aaron Smith has put down the fastest lap of the race. And he also was the fastest car last time by. Battle for 2nd place is really heating up. But Dustin Bally is there. Seen that passing is hard down here. Dustin Bally, just going to stay in the line for now. Aaron Smith not close enough to try to challenge Moore. So a few battles we're watching. That's the battle for what is kind of believed to be the race lead. Maybe after everybody pits. And this battle for what is currently 2nd place is Bally is really going to send it into the carousel. My goodness, did he get past Bray. And Bray is struggling, almost getting passed by Jay Bast. Devin Jacks, Samuel Stoner still going at it as well for 10th position. Christopher Logan at pit road. Jay Bast still pressuring Aaron Bray. Smith still pressuring Moore. Aaron Bray doing a great job defending everything he can. Jay Bash trying. How about this? Aaron Smith, he's going to go wide. He made one pass like this already. He's going to try to make another. James Moore doing a great job, maybe pushing him off into the grass just a little bit. But Aaron Smith going to get clear of Moore. Moore trying to come back on the inside. The next corner favors Moore as it's a right-hander. And Moore going to get clear. I am surprised he was able to pull that move off. But he did. That was incredible. But now the next time Aaron Smith has the opportunity, is he going to be more aggressive? There's trouble behind. It's Devin Jack. Let's see what happened, Jack. Just lost it all on his own. Back to the battle for what is currently 6th place. Bray is still held off Bast. Moore has done the same with Smith. And of course, this is the battle between Moore and Smith. See the battle back, Bast and Bray. Bast searching. Bray defending. Might have thrown Bast off just a little bit, or did it? As Jay Bast is there, going to complete the pass on the inside. Turn 11. Great job by Jay Bast. Take over 3rd position. Matt Slosher has really ran away with this. Actually has been the fastest car on track for several laps in a row. Has set the fastest lap in the race as well a few laps ago. And so I don't know. I don't know if you could just hand this to Aaron Smith just yet. Slosher was really, really good at Okayama. And he's got the clean air. He's got the clean track. So we'll see when Slosher does come down pit road where he will be at in relative to these two drivers here, James Moore and Aaron Smith. Moore got into the grass a little bit going into the corkscrew, but it doesn't look like it hurt him. Still a really good battle going on between these guys. They both kind of lock up. James Moore might have locked up a little bit more than Aaron Smith did, though. At least I think I saw some tire smoke coming out of Aaron Smith. I know I did out of James Moore. Kind of looking at the telemetry as well to see where drivers are at. Caught it out of the corner of my eye, but Aaron Smith, he is hounding James Moore. And it is incredible that the Aaron Smith, who's been, Goliath, pretty much just stinking up the show every single time he is here. And if you're James Moore, this has got to feel real good right now to be holding him off. Still a long way to go. And he needs to limit the mistakes. Looks like he got a little bit loose there. Coming to the final set of corners before the straightaway here. Leads you to the start-finish line. Aaron Smith still not close enough to make a move. But time is winding down. I want to remind you guys, this being a road course, it says 14 laps to go on screen. The one thing to remember, though, is these are timed races, not lapped races. So this is how much these the telemetry thinks is going to be, or how many laps the telemetry thinks is going to be left at this point of the race. There is still 17 minutes and 10 seconds remaining. And Aaron Smith put the pressure on. He is side by side with James Moore as they come to the corkscrew. Give the advantage to Aaron Smith. James Moore not going away. He is fighting hard. Still right there with Aaron Smith. Moore went to look. Smith blocked. It's a great move out of both drivers. Moore to see the position is there. Smith to quickly shut that door. So Aaron Smith is in P6 now with 16 minutes 20 seconds remaining here in the Laguna Seca feature for the Road and Plate Summer Series. And the battle is on for second place. We're about to have a battle back there as well with Aaron Smith and Tom Wendt. But it is Dustin Bali and Jay Bass battling up here. Bass has reeled in that 24 of Dustin Bali. Smith's gotten around Tom Wendt. James Moore going to do the same. Great job by Wendt to stay on the track. And Dustin Bali in pit road. So that means the top three still have yet to pit, as well as Tom Wendt, who is in sixth place. So Smith and Moore, fourth and fifth, they are the first two cars that I believe can make it. Now Matt Slosher is up here 6.8 seconds ahead of Jay Bast. When does Slosher pit? And when he pits, Can he continue to hold on to the race lead? Can he continue to pull away like he has, especially from Aaron Smith? It's incredible. Looking at the track map, it is incredible. Slosher is about to be on the start-finish line, and Aaron Smith is going through the corkscrew right now. Jay Bast and Aaron Bray are in pit road. Slosher stays out at least one more lap. So here it is. Your second place car is going to be Aaron Smith. Jay Bast already out of his box, but you see he's not close enough to where he will be ahead of Smith at this point. Same with Moore. Bast is going to be behind Moore as well. So 24 seconds is the gap between your race leader, Matt Slosher, and Aaron Smith. If you are the driver of the 400 machine, you need to hit your marks coming into pit road. So he's going to stay out at least one more lap. It's just good. Everybody is bunched up. And then you've got Matt Slosher on an island all on his own. Well, Devin Jack is 4 seconds ahead. But there are 3 cars that are not really within the pack as far as behind everybody else. 2nd through 10th just kind of lined up. Gaps between them, but small gaps nonetheless. So just everybody back here, where they're all at. I'm curious, as Slosher's closing in on where pit road starts. Is he going to? He does. So here we go. Where does he come out as opposed to Aaron Smith? He's got a humongous lead right now. And the sim says 10 laps to go. We have 11 minutes and 10 seconds remaining. Slosher in his box, off and away. A 4.2 second box time, the exact same as Aaron Smith. He is still ahead of Aaron Smith. Now you see Smith in the background. It's going to be close. But again, Slosher, he's been fast. He's been the fastest car. Can he pull away from Aaron Smith, as there are just over 10 minutes remaining in this race. He doesn't have to worry about cold tires being cold, as I don't think anybody pit for tires. I believe it was fuel only. However, Slosher maybe making a little bit of mistakes. Looking in his mirror. Off in the grass a couple of times, going through the corkscrew. He's good. Smith closing in just a little bit. Slosher needing to keep his eyes focused forward. I don't know who's going to win this race. I don't care who wins this race. Whoever does it is if it's Slasher or Smith, they're gonna really have to earn it. Both of these drivers are incredibly fast. They both have put on a clinic tonight. And the fact that they've been on two different strategies and they are this close to each other is phenomenal. Both of them have had the clean track, the clear track to be able to push. I think that's what both of them needed to try to get an advantage. They just needed the other one to not be able to have the same advantage. Smith is there, though, and I think the draft is helping. The toe that Smith can get off of Slosher, who locked up there going into the corkscrew. Smith is there. We saw how hard it was for Smith to pass more. You know, the pressure is on. Slosher knows there's not much time left. I can't just give the lead to Aaron Smith. I have got to go. Samuel Stoner back in pit road. We are looking at just under 8 minutes left. Telemetry says 7 laps to go. This track, it'll go by quick. These laps seem to go by quick. So if you're Aaron Smith, you know you cannot wait too long. Only a few good opportunities for passing at this track. How long can you wait? Much better entering for Slosher. Maybe not the best exit, however. It didn't hurt him too much. There in the corkscrew. So we are officially at 7 minutes on the dot now left in this race. Smith is there. Does he try to go around the outside? So we've seen him try to do a couple times tonight already, and he is there. It's just a matter of, can he continue to do it? He goes wide. A little bit of lockup there. So Slosher holding on for now. Still, either one of these drivers race. Who wants it more? Aaron Smith not running full time. Slosher is. Slosher would love to claim the win, but Smith would love to play spoiler. Fantastic job by Matt Slosher through the corkscrew that time. Matt Slosher, of course, he is your leader in points. Entering tonight, he had 213 points. Dustin Bally, 209. Slosher would love to add another win, but Smith just keeps trying to go around the outside through turn 1. Another great defense out of Matt Slosher to not allow that to happen. This has been incredible. Slosher might have went a little wide. That opened up the door for Smith. They are coming into the corkscrew. Who's going to give? I think Smith definitely was a little bit more lenient there. Slasher, he is not going to give up. We know that. How can you for you know, the win? It's on the line. And Smith, he did a great job staying patient, knows he's faster, knows he can get back up to Matt Slasher. Again, though, how much time can you wait? We have 4 minutes remaining here in this race. And that's it. This is the feature. We don't have another race after this. Not tonight, at least. Slasher, he has about a car length between himself and Smith. A little bit of breathing room. But still, I'm sure he's holding his breath. This track, it is a tricky one. Keep talking about that. Coming up to the most trickiest part of this racetrack, the corkscrew. Slasher needs to continue to hit his marks. Smith doing a great job reeling Slasher in. Under 3 minutes left. Smith, I think, went a little wide. Might have been able to get a pretty good run off the corner. He is taking it way out to the right. Way out to the grass. Just not enough. As Slasher once again holding off Smith. Smith goes wide again, trying to get a better entry into the corner. Slasher just doing a great defensive line, being more shallow with it. Smith searching, Slasher trying to defend. I cannot imagine what it's like to do all this mirror driving as well as focusing forward right now. Trying to hit the marks. Under 2 minutes left. We could be approaching the white flag. We'll see. It's going to be close. They are at 1:30. It takes 1:22 to get around this track. I think we'll see 2 more. Smith gonna power it around the outside. He locks up. He had the lead for a grand total of 1 second. Slasher back out front. And I'm not sure. I didn't see the white flag. Telemetry doesn't say it. But I don't know. The way Smith is racing, this very well could be the last lap. Based off the timing, and we've already seen earlier this season where the white flag was displayed a little bit sooner than I expected it to. Smith is right there, putting the pressure all over Slasher as they head into the corkscrew. Slasher defending on the left. He's going to lock up. Both drivers lock up. They touch. Slasher still with the race lead. I see wing damage on that 70 of Aaron Smith. I do not see wing damage for Matt Slasher as they come off the final corner. Aaron Smith takes a peek to the inside. It is Slasher still with the race lead. This time Aaron Smith is on the inside. He pushes Slasher wide. Slasher not giving up. He knows that Smith has some damage to that wing. Slosher still fighting as he is to the inside of Aaron Smith. I said, who wants it more? I think they want it the same. Aaron Smith with the advantage in that left-hander. Here comes Slosher trying to fight back. He's actually staying patient, staying in line. They are coming up to the corkscrew. Is that damage going to affect Smith any? Oh, he locks it up! Aaron Smith locked it up big time, but Slosher not able to do anything with it. Only really one more opportunity for Slosher. As they are approaching turn 11, Slosher going to mow the grass. In turn 11, onto the front stretch, Aaron Smith is going to claim the checkered flag and win here at Laguna Seca. Wow! What a race. What a night. I just don't know how these guys continue to deliver every single week. That was incredible. I'm a little out of breath. But Aaron Smith, he toes it back. So let's go ahead and take a look at our finishing results. And I don't know how he did it. I mean, just incredible job by Aaron Smith. But he is tonight's winner over Matt Slosher. And man, Aaron Smith, he's a great driver. We expect him to come and win races. And when you're Matt Slosher, you could be in a position of Matt Slosher and be able to fight with Aaron Smith. That's got to feel so good. And right now, I'm sure Matt Slosher was just wishing that time would have expired a little bit sooner. I mean, great job out of Matt. Second place. I know it's not what he wanted, but incredible job. Jay Bass brings it home in third. James Moore fourth. Chuck Labano in fifth. Michael McCoy sixth. Aaron Brace seventh. Dustin Bawley brings it home in eighth. Jake Mackey in ninth. Laura Wiseman is going to round out the top 10. Tom Wendt finishes 11th. Samuel Stoner, the first car, one lap down, finishes 12th. Devin Jack, 13th, 4 laps down. And Christopher Logan finishes in 14th, 14 laps down. We're going to talk to our top three, and we're going to start with Jay Bast, our third place finisher. And I believe Jay Bast had a pass on the last lap as well. Hey Jay, third place finish for you tonight. You were in quite an intense battle a couple times tonight. But this track, I mean, first of all, I cannot imagine driving at the intensity that you guys were driving this track. Just one lap around here, let alone 35 minutes that you guys had to do it tonight. What was it like out there for you?
Wow, intense is definitely the word. It was quite a bit. After a pretty scrappy heat race, we had a couple offs. We relearned the track, reacclimated, and I I love fighting from the back, especially at Laguna Seca. This place is one of my favorites, just because it's just another roller coaster. There's so much elevation change, and these little F4 cars, you can carry so much speed through all the corners. It's absolutely amazing. I had some absolutely fantastic fights with so many drivers today. Laura, Aaron, Chuck. That was so good. And shout out to Matt for uh, he just like disappeared straight out the gate in that race. That was awesome from the 400 car too. And yeah, just super fun. That was a good one. I'm pretty hyped.
Yeah, that was a real fun race to call. Spent a lot of time calling the battle between Aaron Smith and Matt Slosher, but you yourself, I mean, was the center of attention a little bit tonight, and again, I just can't imagine doing what you guys are doing. So, congrats on the podium finish. Sponsors, shout outs. Who gets it done for you?
Yeah, I'll just throw a shout out to the whole Frito Sport team. Ed Santinelli does a great job organizing a lot of practices and endurance races and stuff. So that's a really great team to be a part of. Obviously, shout out to Dustin for running the whole thing. We did a whole lap side by side there. That was absolutely insane, and for no reason basically. That was so good. A lot of good hard racing in this field. But yeah, shout out to Itty Bit Better and Homebrew Auto, evpartpicker.com, all the sponsors that keep the lights on. And yeah, and thanks to the whole JCTV crew for putting on an awesome show. I hope you guys enjoyed that one as much as I did.
Absolutely. Thank you, and congrats on the podium. And we'll see you next week.
Thank you.
That was Jay Bass, our third place finisher. And you know what? I just realized something. This was not pointed out to me either by anybody. But I kept saying that Matt Slosher was the winner at Okayama. It was actually Michael McCoy. Slosher won the sprint race, and that's what I was thinking. But Michael McCoy did actually best Slosher in the feature event. I just wanted to point that out because I mentioned it a couple times tonight. So if they watch it back, don't hate me. I redeem myself, hopefully. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and talk to Matt Slosher, our second place finisher. And man, what a battle you had with Aaron Smith. But first of all, one thing I pointed out that I assumed was happening. So I noticed Aaron Smith, he pit lap 1. Kind of surprised. I had no idea why. I figured it out eventually. But what I noticed was that it allowed him to have the clean track to really push. And then I saw you up front. And I was thinking that you were able to do the exact same thing. Just on the other end of it, having the track position of the clean air in the lead. What more do you think you would have needed to hold off Aaron Smith?
I would say what less I needed was one less lap, because I had him covered until that last lap. And yeah, I was like looking at the time ticking. I was like, please let it tick off faster. But then I realized it would be 2 to go instead of 1. But yeah, he was faster, and I just I let him get close to me coming into the last couple turns, and he was able to kind of cross me up coming out of the last turn and get to my inside going into turn 1. And then we were side by side for a bit, but he just kind of edged ahead. And I just need a little more pace, and maybe he had the right strategy pitting early. So I like to try to go long usually, because you can you can get into a nice rhythm and run your fuel tank low. And I don't know. I think it was an okay strategy. I just need to be a little faster.
I want to talk about the contact that you guys had. I know that it was not intentional by any means. You guys are both hard racers, and a lot of respect, I'm sure, between the two. But going into the corkscrew with 2 laps to go, or rather, just before you come to the white flag, a little bit of contact between the two of you where you both kind of locked up. I mean, just when all that is happening, all the pressure, you see Aaron Smith making the move. What is going through your head?
Yeah, it was first off, totally no hard feelings at all. We both like simultaneously apologized because I locked up and he thought I was going one way, and then we both just kind of hit. So it was just, I think, hard racing. But in that moment, I was like, I'm not sure what I'm going to do because the corkscrew is like the last turn you want to go side by side, and you don't want to just concede and be like, well, I don't want to, here you go, you can have it, like, let's be safe, you got to race. So you're kind of like, you're just trying to, I mean, I was trying to leave space, but I also had not practiced braking on the dirty part of the track all day. So I locked up. I should have braked earlier. It's just one of those turns that side by side usually ends badly, but luckily for us, it was minor contact, and we continued. It would have obviously sucked if one of us totally crashed, or both of us, but all in all, I think it was all good, hard, fair racing. I mean, it's not our fault they put the most like scary turn in the world right there. It's driving off a cliff, so you just got to deal with it. I mean, it's fun. I love that turn, but not ideal for side by side. But yeah, it was just good racing all around.
So you go into next week with the points lead over Michael McCoy. I see that it is math is hard, but a 13-point gap between yourself and McCoy. So what do you look forward to as we head into the final race of the season?
Yeah, obviously thankful to have the points lead. I think I just gotta kind of approach the race like the others, and get the best finish I can without making any mistakes that are going to take me out. So hopefully I can get a couple of podiums in that race, and it should be enough to bring home the championship. That'd be really cool. So do my best, see if I can make it happen. Obviously these guys are very good and fast, so it'll be a challenge, but good to have the points lead and have that advantage.
All right, sponsor shout out to Gets It Done for you.
Yeah, shout out to the league. Shout out to Dustin for managing the league. Shout out to JCTV. Quick shout out, quick pitch for my league that I manage on Friday night, Special Stage, also on JCTV. But we do jumpy trucks, and we're getting ready to do some GT4 road racing in a few weeks. So if you're listening and you're interested in racing in that on Fridays, look it up on Sim Racer Hub or iRacing. It's just called Special Stage, or you can send me a message and I'll get you an invite. But everybody's welcome to come check it out. And yeah, that's it. That's all I got.
All right, congrats on the second place finish tonight, and see you next week going for a title.
All right, thank you.
That was Matt Slosher, your second place finisher here at Laguna Seca. And let's go ahead and talk to our race winner, Aaron Smith. And Aaron, did you expect to win that race?
I don't know what to tell you, honestly. After that first lap, I knew that pitting and having that clean track ahead of me was going to be the best option. And I did hear that a few of the guys who came out next to me or in front of me were actually low on fuel. Their auto fuel got them a little bit, but yeah, just lost a lot of time to Matt there, and just had to come out behind him there once he got his pit stop out of the way, and he put up a good defense. Like the pressure didn't really get to him. I was overdriving a lot of the corners, and I tried to send it down the inside going into the corkscrew, and I locked up the tires. I think the track was dirty to the left there, but once I got to his outside going in there, he had the same issue, and I straight drove into him. I should have expected him to come across a little further than I would have liked, because it's, like I said, it's all dusty over there, but gave myself a little bit of wheel damage, a little bit of wing damage as well, but the car held on, and I was able to bring it home.
Yeah, I had a question for you, but you mentioned that and changed my focus here. How now? You only had to drive with that damage for a little over a lap. Did you feel anything different in the car during that lap?
No, honestly, like the crew chief was telling me, like pretty much panicking over the radio, like, oh, you have damage, you got wing damage, you got wheel damage. You know, usually that would be give you a pretty bad mindset going into the next corner, but I didn't feel much of a difference. I wasn't sure if Matt had damage as well, because I saw him go off in the second to last corner, but it felt surprisingly good, and fortunately I was able to keep all 4 tires on the track there coming to the end.
So you also had a big battle with James Moore for a good portion of this race early on. Moore was doing a great job driving a defensive line as well. Did that really throw you off any? Or was it still just the same mindset to get past him as soon as possible?
Yeah, it was all according to plan. Like, I knew that he was racing for the championship and I wasn't, so I didn't want to push the issue. Like, we were talking about it in our Discord channel, like, I'll give him an inch or two here and see how it'll play out for us. But I saw that Matt was gaining time on us after we'd made our pit stops, and I figured that it was time to go, so made a few attempts that didn't quite work, but I made one where I, like I said, slid into the corkscrew, and that got the job done, and made the race interesting there at the end. So I'm glad I got around him by the time I did, and had a shot at the win.
All right, sponsor shout outs. Who gets it done behind that winning number 70 machine?
Yeah, one more time, I'd like to thank the folks at Road and Plate for having me this summer series season. I've got one more race I think I'll be able to show up to anyway, at Southern National. But yeah, I'd like to thank you for broadcasting and all the folks for watching. Looking forward to getting back at it one more time next week.
All right. Sounds good. Congrats on the win, and we will see you next week.
10-4, thank you.
That was Aaron Smith, tonight's race winner at WeatherTech Raceway, Laguna Seca. And what a race tonight. I mean, that was incredible. I talk about it all the time. These guys deliver. I don't think I have to continue to mention it, but I do. And it's just, I mean, literally, I've not signed off from a broadcast disappointed here for Road and Plate. These guys are incredible. I look forward to Thursday nights to do this, to spend time with the series, and it can be tough. I live in the Eastern time zone, and I wake up super early for work. But I enjoy doing it. I love it. And this is a fantastic series. Anyway, a points update. Like I said, Slosher is 13 points ahead of Michael McCoy. 14 points ahead of James Moore. So they are super close in points. As well, Slosher with 272, Michael McCoy with 259, James Moore has 258. Dustin Bally in 4th place, he has 252. So, I mean, even then, Bally is still really, really close. Devin Jack in 5th place with 198. And the other two drivers, well, actually there's 4 more drivers that all have that have completed or started every race. Samuel Stoner with 192, and Aaron Bray with 184. Points are pretty close there for the top 7. And then down in the 11th place, actually a tie for 11th in the standings, Jake Mackey and Tom Wendt with 148 points. All of those drivers I just mentioned with 10 starts as they started every single race so far that there has been to start. Incredible night tonight, and it is Southern National next week to finish out the Summer Series season here in Roden Plate. Next week, it's going to be fun. It's going to be the final race of the street stocks as well. It's going to be one that you're not going to want to miss. So check that one out. And it should be a great show. So, that's going to do it from us here tonight at Laguna Seca. I'm not sure if there's a broadcast tomorrow night or not for special stage here on JCTV. If there is, there'll be a link posted you can check out here on JCTV. Saturday night we are off, so I know there is no race Saturday night. Other than that, that's it for the week. And the next one will be Road and Plate for the season finale. We'll be here for that. Not going to want to miss it. And as always, thanks to the drivers, the admins, and the fans. You guys watching, because without you guys, this would not be possible. And ran solo tonight, but I still always want to thank the outstanding crew at JCTV. No matter what, everybody has a part in it, and I thank you guys so much for all that you do. So, on behalf of the entire outstanding crew at JCTV, I'm Joshua Copperl, signing off, saying so long, stay safe, and we will see you next time. Take care.